True tall tales, adventure never fails. So one day I was out front of my house and I was playing basketball and I was shooting around and I go all the way back to the end of my driveway and then I do a big shot, right? And I shoot it, whoo, and it flies, whoo, and then it goes right over the basketball hoop and into a bunch of blackberry bushes. And all those little needles from the blackberry bushes just go boop, 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 and the ball just goes and just completely goes flat. I go, ugh, that would happen, right in the blackberry bushes. So I said, that's okay, I got more basketballs. So I go inside and I go down to my basement, and I know I have some extra basketballs around. They're somewhere in there. I'm not sure where, but it's just filled with all these boxes and old stuff, and bicycles and furniture and stuff like that. So I just gotta find them. So I'm looking through boxes, and then I'm looking through, cabinets and stuff like that. And I get to this one cabinet, and then I open it up, and then there's some drawers inside. So I start going through the drawers, and I open up the bottom drawer, and then inside I see this long tube-like thing, and it's got like this little spout at the end. I go, oh my gosh, I know what this is. I've seen this in books and stuff like that. This is like a dart gun, like a blowgun, and it would be used for hunting and stuff like that. And you would take a dart and you would put it in one end, and then you blow really hard, and it would go shooting out, and then you could hit things with it. And I look right next to it, and there's this tiny little box, and it says, on the box it says, "Be careful." And I go, well, of course. If you're going to do something like this, you got to be careful, right? You're not going to shoot anybody. You're not going to shoot people or animals or something like that. But, I'm going to go play around with it, and I'm going to shoot some trees and some rocks, and it's going to be a great time. So I take the dart gun and I take the little box and I go outside and I open up the little box, and there's all these little darts in there, and they're all little different colors and stuff like that. So I take a dart out of it, and I put it in the blow dart gun, and I aim it at a rock, and I go, poof, and the little dart comes sailing out, whoo, and then it hits the rock, and then poof, the rock turns into a pillow. And I said, a pillow? I thought that's hilarious. It just made something that was super hard turn into something so super soft. That's awesome. That's hilarious. I go, what else can these darts do? So I take out another dart, and I put it in there, and then I aim it at this like the big flower bush, and I go, poof, and it goes poof, and it hits the flowers, and then poof, it turns into a duck. This little duck, it's hilarious. This little duck is sitting there, quack, 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 and it's just looking around and it's blinking, and then it just flies away. I go, that's awesome. A duck. There's a duck that just appeared in front of me. So, I gotta keep going here. So I take out another dart, and I put it in, and I aim at this little tiny little bush, and I go, poof, and then it hits the bush, and then poof, it turns into this cloud. And the cloud, just this gray cloud, just kind of slowly just floats away in the air. And then it's kind of a dark cloud, and this little drizzle from it, and it's drizzling on me, and I go, oh, that's hilarious, this is awesome. So then I go, let's keep going. So I take out another dart, and I put it in, and this time I aim at a tree, a big old tree. I go, poof, and I go, poof, and it hits the tree, and then poof, the tree turns into a ladder, this big old ladder. I go, that's great, you climb a tree, you climb a ladder. You climb a tree ladder tree. It's a tree ladder, And I go, let's keep going. I grab another one, I put it in, I aim, and it goes, and then just disappears. It just in thin air, it's just gone. I don't see it. It didn't hit anything. So I'm a little confused. I walk over there, and I'm looking around, and then I get to the area where it kind of disappeared, and I'm walking, and then all of a sudden, boom, I hit my face. I go, ow, ow, ow. I grab my nose, ow. And I'm looking, and I don't see anything. So I slowly reach my hand out, and I can feel this invisible barrier in front of me. It's like there's this big thing of just glass around me. And I'm pushing on it, it doesn't move anywhere. I go, hey, well, that's kind of cool. I can make like a force field of this invisible barrier. That's pretty cool. So I go, let's keep going. So I reach in and I grab a different colored one, and I put it in and I turn around, and I aim a little ways away, I aim towards the ground, and and it comes sailing out, poof, and it hits the ground, and then all of a sudden, the ground starts shaking. And this little mound starts growing out of it. And I go, oh, that's cool. I made a giant mound. And but it wasn't done yet. It just keeps shaking, and then all of a sudden, this lava starts oozing out of it. I go, hey, how cool! I made a volcano. I made a volcano. That's awesome. And the lava just keeps coming out of it, and it keeps pouring and keeps pouring, and it's not stopping. So I go, okay, let's back up. Let's get out of here. And I turn around to leave, and then boom, I bump into the invisible barrier. And I go, uh-oh. This isn't good. So I turn off, I'll go left. So I look left, and I could see the lava's already reached one end of the barrier, and it's starting to pile up over there on that end of the barrier. I go, uh-oh. And I look right, same thing. The lava's piling up on the right side over on the other end of the barrier, and it's slowly starting to come towards me. And I was like, I gotta get out of here. And I'm looking around. What do I do? What do I do? And I look next to me, and the ladder's there. The tree that turned into the ladder from one of the darts. So I grab the ladder, and I lean it up against the invisible barrier, and I start climbing up the ladder. I'm climbing the ladder, and right when I start climbing up, the lava gets to the bottom of the ladder, and it starts sizzling. And it's like burning the ladder. Because, the ladder's just made out of wood. It's made out of a tree, So I'm climbing, and all of a sudden, the ladder starts going down because the lava's burning it. So now I'm climbing even faster, and it's like if you've ever gone up an escalator with the escalator that goes down, and then you try to run up it, that's what it was like. I felt like I was getting stuck and I wasn't going anywhere. I'm climbing, and I can see the end of the ladder getting close to me. So I get up to the very top rung, and then I jump, and I just reach my hands out, and I grab the top of the barrier. Oh, thank goodness it was there. Thank goodness I'd gotten there. And I climb up, and I pull myself on the top of the barrier, and I look below me, and the ladder's just going down into the lava. I go, whew. But now I look around me, and I'm like 2 stories up. And I say, okay, well now I gotta get down, and I don't have a ladder. So I look below me, and I go, oh, I got an idea. So I go in a little box, and I pull out a whole bunch of darts, and I put them all into the blowgun, and I aim down, and I go, and right below me, I get boop, 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 and there's a whole bunch of rocks, and I turn all the rocks into pillows. So I got this giant mound of pillows, and I just jump down, and I just land, whoo, poof, just right into the soft pillows. Oh, thank goodness. So I get out the pillows, and I'm looking around. I'm looking at the lava. It stopped coming out of the mound, but now it's all just sitting there inside of this, big thing, inside the big barrier. And I go, oh, well, that's kind of dangerous. I can't just leave a bunch of lava there. So I go, I gotta get a good idea. So I go back into the box, and I grab a couple more darts. I put them in, and then I shoot them. Poof, 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 poof. And all these clouds go poof, 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 poof. And then they slowly just float up, and they go over the lava, and they all kind of collect together, and then they just start pouring down rain. And the rain's just hitting the lava. And it's just cooling the lava down. And it ends up just hardening the lava. So now there's no more lava there. There's just a giant rock. So now I can go out there and I go see lava rock whenever I want. It's pretty cool. I mean, science and stuff.